Now you might be thinking, I'm about to tell your fortune. Ooh, every crafter is going to be happy, and we're not hoarders. We need everything that we have. But I'm not. What I'm going to do is, this is a light fixture. Now, I had this in my house when we moved in the bathroom, but it didn't actually go with what we wanted to do, so we took it down. And it screws into this base. Now, I'm not going to have that base there because I don't think I need it. But what I want to do is turn this into a light, but a light with a brilliant technique. One of my members, Honeybee Fluid Art, thank you very much for reminding me of this brilliant technique. Did some wonderful wine glasses using this technique, and it inspired me to do it onto this globe. I'll link her Instagram in the description below. Please check her out. What I'm going to show you is a great, quick method to actually get a really good finish on this to make a lamp. Before I do anything, I do want to clean this. I've already given it a clean using some dish soap, but now I want to give it a clean using some 99% alcohol. Not only to get rid of any grease and anything that's on there, but also my fingerprints, because I've just been playing around with it. And I want to make sure that whatever I do to it is going to stick to it. Now, the 99% alcohol will evaporate off this really quickly, but it will also take with it any dirt or grime once I've rubbed it and cleaned it. So that's all done. Next thing I need to do is prep the next stage that I'm going to need. So what I've got here is some warm water, just plain water, and I'm going to add quite a bit of dish soap in there. And I've also got a straw because I want to be able to blow some bubbles. Now I'm going to add a bit more dish soap because I want the bubbles to be a bit stronger than that. Yep, those ones are going to be perfect. So the next thing I'm going to use is some of these coloured UV resin. So I'm going to choose my colours. So I'm going to use a yellow, a red, and a bit of black as well. And these are now readily available in the UK and in America and a couple of other places as well. I will link them in the description below. I will have a discount code for these, so make sure you use my discount code if you're going to buy them, and save yourself some money. And they're the best UV colours I've ever used. And I'm also going to be using some of the medium viscosity UV resin by J Diction because I want to add a base of these ultra fine glitters. So next thing I'm going to do is prepare my resins. Now I don't want to pour this from just the thin nozzles, so what I'm going to do is get my UV resin in a little pot like this. This is the clear UV resin, and now I'm going to add my glitter to this and give it a bit of a stir. I'm going to use this white ultra fine glitter to start with and mix that all nicely in there. Now I'm also going to put a little bit of this silver in there, but you choose whichever colours you want. I'm not going to put as much of that in. You don't even have to add the glitters if you don't want to. Okay, so there's that one. So the next one I'm going to do is the black, and I'm not going to use much of this at all because I don't want the black to dominate what I'm doing, and I want that black to be a little bit more translucent than that. So what I'm going to do is mix equal amounts of the black UV resin with the clear UV resin. Yep, that should be done. And now I'm going to do the same with the other two colours that I'm using, but I'm not going to mix any clear with them. But with these ones, I am going to mix a bit of ultra fine glitter because you know me, I like anything that's a bit sparkly, but not too much, and give them a mix in. I'm going to get my spatula, and this is a new one. These come in my kit, my resin tool kit. So these are easy to get hold of. I'll leave that link in the description below. I'm going to burn off any bubbles that have come up to the top of any of these through mixing. And now it's a case of pouring. So the first colour I'm going to pour is this clear one, or the clear one with the glitter in. And I can move this about where I want it and let it do its thing. And then on top of that, I'm going to do a little bit of the black and run that around, but it's not too dark, and I've done this literally for a contrast. I'm going to move that about a bit as well, and now the other colours on top of that. Spread those out a bit, and this is where the magic happens. We now need to blow as many bubbles into this as we can. Get those bubbles and place them over the resin like that. Now turn your lamp on and cure it from above all the way around for 3 minutes. And as you're curing this, you'll find that the heat and everything from the curing resin and the UV lamp will pop those bubbles. But we want it to be fully cured before we do anything else with it. So now that's completely cured, what I'm going to do is pop it to one side, just dry my area where the bubbles have made it wet, because I don't want any water for the next stage. And then I'm going to take a hairdryer and just quickly dry off the rest of this thing, so it's nice and dry. You don't have to dry it with a hairdryer, you can just pop it to one side and let it dry naturally, but I haven't got the time for that. So that's all nice and dry now, and now I'm ready to do the next stage, and I'm going to be taking some lavender and some blue of this resin. And again, I'm going to put a little bit of glitter in it. Why wouldn't I? Get rid of any bubbles that come up to the top. And now this is dry, so I can actually work on it like this. And if I need to mix up more, I can mix up a little bit more as well going round. Get my spatula, paint that all over it, like that. Get some more bubbles. And now I can cure this up on this side. And then once that's cured, I can then do exactly the same on the other side, and then I'll show you what it looks like and what I'm going to do with it next. I want to quickly introduce you as well, if you've not seen me use them, to these amazing chrome markers by J Diction. And I use them ever such a lot in so many different projects, and all you need to do is give them a quick shake to mix it up inside, and then they're ready to go, and they give a great effect. They work really well on papers. They also work well on your homemade air dry clay, and they last forever. Look at that, beautiful. I use them either with the nozzle like this, or if I'm using a little bit of detail and I want to put some details on, then what I'll do is I'll push some out onto my silicone mat like that, because it cleans up really easily. I then get a micro brush, soak it up, and you can put little details in different places as well. I just want to really give them the credit that they're due. I never seem to talk about them too much in my videos. Well, there we go. I fully chromed that bear, and I think he has come out awesome. I love him. I'm going to chrome a couple more and put them on my next fair and see how well they go, because I think he has come out awesome. Well, that's all finished now, and I put quite a few different colours on it because I thought it would look really nice, and I do like it with all the different colours on it. It looks like a planet to me with all the craters and different bits and pieces going on. I mean, you could do it all in one colour, but I really like the different colours. And I'm going to turn it into a lamp just by using one of these. So I can stand that on there like that and then turn it on. And what I'll do is I'll turn the lights off in here and you'll be able to see how much that shines. Look at that. I think that's come out awesome. It looks so good and gives out a really nice amount of light. That is going to be on there permanently as well. You could hang it up again and have it upside down like that, but I like it as the lamp like that. And that just shows how versatile and how useful these 8-colour UV resins are by J Diction. I think they're amazing. I never used to like coloured UV resin until I discovered these, and I've done several videos on them using them in different ways. I'll link one at the end of this. Check it out because I think you'll love it. Leave me a comment below, boot that like button, hit that subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Bye.